I remember documentaries with you where you said that your Jewish upbringing and Jewish rituals influenced a lot of Vulcan mythology. I couldn't help but feel in the movie that the destruction of Vulcan and sort of being left without a home world and you basically trying to lead them to a new colony seemed very kind of appropriate. Were you aware of those
Sure.
parallels?
Spock is a classic diaspora character. Even before this movie, but even more so in this movie. You're absolutely right. Without a homeland, a diaspora character. Diaspora definition of diaspora is people far from their ancestral homeland, and Spock is far from his ancestral homeland, which goes away in this. Well, we're giving away story here, but it's okay. And then he has to say near the end of the film, "I've already found a planet suitable for reestablishing a Vulcan colony." There is a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of finding roots, finding community, finding recapturing a culture. There's a lot of that, and I think you're absolutely right.
Now, do you think Spock has mellowed or kind of embraced his human side more as he's aged? Or?
I think the Spock that you saw during the television series would be insulted by that idea. And in fact, this was, I think, one of the great moments was in an episode where at the end, Kirk and Spock are having a moment together, and Kirk says something like, "There's hope for you, you're becoming more human all the time." And Spock says, "Captain, I see no reason to stand here and be insulted," and leaves. I think it's wonderful stuff. Yes, Zachary Quinto, as the younger Spock, earlier Spock in this film, plays Spock as a more turbulent character than what I played in the series. I think by the time we get into the series, Spock has pretty much found the way he wants to go. But Zachary is playing a Spock that's searching to see who he should be and how he should function. And I am playing the opposite end. I'm playing a much more resolved character, much more relaxed about who he is. And I think you could say more human. I think a lot closer to who I am personally today.
Now, they invent the Spock-Uhura relationship for this film.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that?
I'm fascinated. I think they played it wonderfully. It's very, very touching. They're both so good. Zachary and Zoe Saldana are both so good. And I'm jealous that he got to work those scenes with her. They're very touching scenes, very beautifully written and very beautifully executed. And the question now is, where does that go in the future? But I think it's quite wonderful.
And just a yay or nay, do another Trek movie, would you come back?
I'll take the call if JJ calls me.